So
we are running low voltage wire for our garage door openers, which we're not planning to do for a while, but we want to have the power run for those.
I would probably go another 3.
Little by little, piece by piece, I take back what's been stolen from me. Little by little, piece by piece, until I'm complete. Got my eyes on you, and you got no clue what I'm supposed to do. I can't help myself. Little by little, piece by piece, I take back what's been stolen from me. Little by little, piece by piece, until I'm complete.
we're doing the electrical line that goes from there, and then it runs down, and then it'll run down and over back to the panel over there.
I feel like it seems like we're so close to being done with electrical, but we keep thinking of other things that we need to do.
I know, right?
Is it ever gonna end?
No.
Right now we're running a line for shop lights in the RV bay. We have an outlet up there for our doorbell, which stubs out right here. We have our sconce light. It's gonna be right outside the door. Right here. We'll have a sconce there. So those are some things that we had to do, but we're getting pretty close. Look at that, that looks great. I don't know what's going on there, but.
We have 2 power sources coming in here. We have two from the panel, basically, 2 home runs. And one of the home runs is powering that side of the shop, and then also the RV bay on the far side. So it's powering those 2. So since we have 2 different powers coming in, we also have 2 direct neutrals coming in. And from what I understand is that you don't want to tie your neutrals together if you have a main coming from the panel. You want to separate those here so that it loops back the correct way and doesn't loop back on a different one. So we separated our neutrals and separated our neutrals over here. I don't know how much that actually matters, but I'm just doing it because I was told that that's a good idea to do. So these 2 are being powered by one source, and then this one is being powered by another source. But We actually have a power in for this one, but then we also have a power going out, which jumps to our stairwell lights. And this is a 3-way switch. So this is our power coming in, and then we have a 3-way going up there. Then from that 3-way, it comes to our actual lights. So when I wire this in, we're gonna attach our grounds together. And that's the one thing, all the grounds on that big box, those were all tied together, just the neutrals. And this isn't a how-to, but the neutrals the grounds can all be together. The neutrals is what I kept separate. So tucking that in the back, since I don't need 2 of them, we're just gonna put one, because it's just a single. I got the single in. I'm gonna fold this up and into the back, and then we'll have our ground sticking out, and that's gonna be for our switch. It's always ground, then go straight to neutral, then do your power wires in that order. So we're gonna go ahead and do our neutrals because we technically don't need them. We're just gonna put them in the back there like that. We're gonna cut them and then we'll wire tie them together. Now we'll go ahead and wire tie these ones together. And those will be locked up in the back of this box. I think the only thing that would use them is if you have like a fancy light and it needs access to the neutral. That's the only reason you would. And we're gonna take this power line, that's power in, we're gonna loop it around this 3-way power, just like this. And that's gonna let us know so that when we come to trim out the box and put in our switch, now we have no question on which one. We could just basically, we know it's this one is our power for our 3-way switch. That's that. And that's ready. So all we got to do is we'll grab those wires, pull those out, connect them to our switch, and then we're good to go. So these are all done. They're all trimmed out, ready to go.
Our shower valves came in the mail today, so we are going to shift gears and get those installed. We're going to frame in a little shelf along the back. We'll lose a couple inches of space in the bathroom overall, but then we'll have a shelf in the shower to put all our shampoo and soaps and whatnot. So our studs are kind of right in the middle, so we're gonna have to offset it to one side. We had to shorten this line up because it was kind of over here and it was right in the way of that blocking. So we'll fix that.
You know what would be kind of cool?
What?
I'm just thinking hypothetically. Actually, no, never mind. Horrible idea. I was thinking, what if we put the valves outside? So you could turn it on, but then the problem is once you get in, it's like, it's hot.
Yeah.
You gotta reach outside.
And to turn it off.
I don't think so.
But I like where your head's at.
It was a horrible idea. They say 3. Every time I do 3, it leaks.
You wrap around the Teflon tape 5 times?
Mm-hmm. We're not a how-to, but make sure when you wrap these Teflon tapes, you do it in the right direction, because if you do it the wrong direction, as you're cinching it down, you'll be de-threading your Teflon tape. So like here, I'm gonna cinch this on. I was wrapping it this way so that as I'm going on, it's only wrapping it tighter on there. So we'll get those all started. Center there, please.
Yeah, down a little bit. Yeah. So we have two shower heads, and they both have handheld,
Shenanigans.
what do you call them? Is that high enough?
Should I go a little high? Should I go to the top of this?
Yeah, because it'll hang down a little bit from the arm. You don't want to hit your head on it.
Right. Connect that there. Can I get a collar? Okay, got this one done. So I got my cold water up top. I got this is my handheld shower head. And then I got my valve down here. Got my hot water coming in. And then I got this looping and going up to there. And then I have, this is my cold water in. And then this is to my upper, there's gonna be a rainwater one that comes up here and it's up top. So I wanted it plenty high so that when you're washing your hair, you're not hitting the head. So I still have to do this other side, but that should go in pretty quick. I think I have it figured out now.
We're almost done with the showers.
Yeah. And then what I want to do, basically, come over like this.
Shoot. So I remembered just in time that this shower head on the side that Thomas is working on right now is a little bit different with where the water supply comes into the handheld shower head. So we're gonna have to rework that just a little bit, but it'll be just fine. We caught it just in time. We didn't cut any water lines yet, so it's no big deal. We had the water outlet for the handheld shower up here, matching this one, but the water actually comes out from a different location on this one. So the shower head will mount there, but that's not where the water is gonna come from.
It'll actually look the same.
Yeah.
It's just the mounting is different.
Right.
Whoa. Let's see on there.
It has some force to it.
Yeah. Okay, I like that.
You guys are probably getting a little bit tired of watching us do plumbing and electrical.
Yeah, cool.
And trust me, we're about tired of doing it. So hopefully we're gonna wrap it up soon. This is the end of the water lines for the apartment though, huh?
Yeah, I believe so.
We have a few more water lines to wrap up downstairs, but I think we're done up here after this one. Look at that, last water line in the apartment. Hey, can I see some excitement?
Woohoo!
Where to next?
Oh, no, we're not done with water lines yet. Do we want to do the sprinkler heads now?
I guess I was wrong about being done with water lines, technically, because we still have to do our sprinkler heads. So that's what we're gonna work on now. It shouldn't take long, right? We just have to do 1-inch extensions with the PEX, and then we have to do a conversion from PEX to thread from 1 inch to 1/2 inch, right?
Yep.
Essentially. Pretty good.
Somebody was like me. So there's a way to open the bag, and Lindsay got mad at me she got really mad at me one time. We had a board game, and I was having a heck of a time trying to peel it apart because they barely left anything. So this, you just peel this off, right? And now you can open it, right? But on this board game, there's like maybe 1/8 of an inch of the material to pull, and my fingers wouldn't grab it. So finally I grabbed it with my teeth and I ripped it off. And she was so mad at me. She's like, how am I supposed to put it away now? Well, she did the same thing. So.
Well, are you gonna put these back when you're done? No.
Yeah, we're gonna put them back inside the bag. Okay, so is what we got here. So we have 1-inch line for our sprinkler valves, right?
Yeah.
And so we have 1-inch line. So this is a 1-inch fitting for the up and or PEX A expansion fitting. And then our sprinkler heads are 1/2 inch NPT. So I had to go so I have a 1-inch to 1-inch, a 1-inch PEX A to 1-inch NPT. Now I have and this is a female, I have a male 1-inch NPT, and then it drops down, it's a bushing or a reducer down to 1/2 inch NPT. So now the sprinkler head will screw into this, and that's where the sprinkler head will be where my hand's at, and it'll drop down just like so. So hopefully this all works out.
We really have no idea if it will or not.
Yeah. It'll be interesting.
So we decided to do Teflon tape and pipe dope because these fittings are gonna be up inside the drywall. And man, would it suck to have those leak.
Well, and the other problem is the PEX A system. To try and tighten it, like if it was leaking a little bit and it was loose, to try and tighten it after the fact, you have to cut open your sheetrock to get a wrench on there to hold this.
Yeah.
And then you could put your wrench on this to tighten it up.
Yeah.
But if you turn this, it'll probably just twist the PEX A,
Yeah, the fitting
the fitting around in a circle.
inside the water line, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're just taking extra precaution. One down.
One down, and then all we gotta do is set it in there. We'll do the expansions and set it in. Cross our fingers. Hope it doesn't leak.
Be good.
Yeah? Yeah.
We got time on our side. We're in a state of hope. I need you on my fire. I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way. We got everything here, at least to stay alive. And the time that we share makes it all worthwhile. Got this place on our own. Do you feel that we got something strong? And I saw you walking the line, and the truth may come as a surprise that with you I feel alive. You'll be the last one I think about.
So we got our septic lines hooked up to our main septic.
It stunk for a little bit because we had to tie our PVC into our ABS. That ABS ties into our septic system. It goes straight out and it's right out there. So that ABS just transfers into there. And we did ABS before because it was already ABS and we were just tying into it. So we figured we'd do that. And then we did PVC mainly for the look of it, because I don't know, I might wrap these in an insulation to keep the sound down, but I don't really care to cover them up that much. I mean, I don't think it really matters too much for me. But if we're gonna leave them exposed for a little bit, we thought it would be better to do PVC instead of ABS. It's just, it blends in a little bit easier. So, with that being said, we got our washing machine set here. We're gonna do a little outdoor sink, or not outdoor, but like a shop sink. That'll be plumbed in right here. Oh well. Come back in.
At least it's chalk.
Yeah. For now, I think we're gonna run our water lines. We got our hot and cold. We got to stub out a hot for, actually I'm just gonna continue it on and run it down and up. And then I also need to do our cold water line. We'll figure that out, but I'm gonna get those set real quick and we'll be done with this here soon.
Yay!
Expanding it. Okay, one down. Okay, this is one of the last ones. You ready? Okay.
Say yeehaw!
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw, girl!
Mommy, can I go upstairs?
Hold on, honey. Okay, we are finished with our water lines.
We're done with roughing.
We're done with roughing.
Can we
Yeah.
go up?
We are done with all our interior water lines.
Yes, we are.
The only thing we have left is we had to, from the shop to the pump house, we currently have a 1-inch line,
Yeah.
but our sprinkler plans,
Call for an 1.5-inch line.
yeah. So with the 1.5-inch line that we have to put in, we have to dig a trench from the shop to the pump house and put in that new line. We have to do all new filters and everything for that line as well. So that's going to be kind of a task, but we're done with all the interior water lines.
Yeah.
We have 2 sprinkler heads that for some reason we miscounted, so we're missing 2. We have to get those.
But we can see light at the end of the tunnel. As far as our next inspection goes, we're getting so close. So we're super excited. I have very limited things that I need to do. I need to do some outdoor outlets, but we're waiting until we get a little bit of dry weather to be able to do that, because I got to tape after I install the plug, or the box. So
What do you think, Amelia?
Pretty good.
are we doing a pretty good job?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Are you a little helper?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
It's Friday afternoon. We're going to call it
Yes.
and have a nice relaxing weekend.
We're going to go see my sister.
Yeah.
I think the most important thing is to always spend time with family. If you could take anything from anything, regardless to what we're doing here, family always comes first. So
Yeah.
we're going to do a little bit of that today. So we'll see you guys soon.
Bye.